By the divine authority of the Templar, you are hereby exiled to the forsaken shores of Rayclast. You have transgressed against God and consorted with sin. Find your redemption, exile, or die in the attempt. Swift and silent, you stole the bounty of others. A crow that plunders our crops. A stray dog that slaughters our sheep. Ariath is a land of men, not animals. Think on that, Ranger, when Rayclast shows you how to truly live like an animal.
I've not seen a wilderness like this before. There'll be some dark days ahead.
You and I, we're the only ones that made it to shore. Alive, anyway. Looks like you found something you can defend yourself.
Hillock of Slow, you have transgressed against your god and your fellow man. You have been a willing vessel for the following sins. Mortal wrath, 6 counts of common homicide, 1 count of infanticide, 2 counts of homicide with post-mortem desecration, unlawful avarice, 12 counts of extortion through threat of mortal harm, 7 counts of armed larceny, 2 counts of armed larceny resulting in mortal harm, unsolicited lust, 4 counts of rape, 2 counts of attempted rape, mortal wrath.
I've seen you before, back in Oriath, running like a frightened rabbit from my father and his gameskeepers. Fleet as a fox you were, even with that leg of prize venison over your shoulder. And from what I saw you do to Hillock, you've grown even faster since then. I'm Nessa, and I suppose I should thank you for ridding us of that putrid giant. I hope your speed never fails. Lion? Hello.
A ravishing ranger, relegated to rot in Ray class. That's the first line of the poem I'm writing about you, Exile. Easy going. You can skewer a bloke with a look like that. The name, there's an island, a hop, skip and a wade offshore of the terraces. That's where my merry gull ran aground. Watched the locals spit roast the ship's doctor, but his medicine chest might still be there, amongst the splinters and bones. It'd have everything Nessa might need. Dr. Shaky Hands Opton was lousy with it. Poor Nessa. Not even a mother herself, and yet she cares for us all. And what a sickly, pathetic brood we are. May she live to have her own family, a real family. Harold, the Merry Gull's cook, washed up on the rocks over yonder. Dead as a doornail he was, buried him myself. Then, a few days later, I see him on the beach, a little worse for wear. Still working on that poem, Exile.
Fine work with Hillock. Where'd you learn to fight like that? No, forget I asked. We exiles have no history. Dominus took it from us when he had his blackguards dump us in the water out there. Here, got something for you. Should help you kill a few more of those undead bastards. Don't bother thanking me. Founded by Marseilles Lioneye as a supply station for his campaigns against the Karui. In its day, Lioneye's watch could be defended by just a small garrison of well-armed legionnaires. The Eternal Empire has some right nasty leftovers. Whether it's something in the air or in the water, no one stays dead in Rayclast. Not the first time. That hat Vestal wears? Saw him pluck it from the real captain's head right before the cannibals barbecued the poor bastard. Waste not, want not, I suppose. Yes, Vestal's got a gift for telling tales, but I'd never call him a liar. Nessa's the one keeps the rest of us from losing our minds. To be honest, when she first arrived, I didn't think she'd survive more than a day, 2 at most. She's been proving me wrong every dawn since. Heard a bard once sing that the fairest flowers bloom in the foulest places. I've seen many an exile pass through Lioneye's watch, and many more that simply pass on. Those letters are my way of keeping track, of remembering.
I witnessed your battle against Hillock. I wasn't aware your people had such abilities. My name is Johan, and I'm from the Far East. My people, the Kalgurans, are attempting to build a settlement near here. We could use someone with your talents. You know the land, you know. I witnessed your battle against Hillock. You don't appear to employ the power of runes, like we Kalgurans do. I'm very curious how you accomplished what you did. I see that you have upon your person one of those so-called virtue gems. Several of our people were already here in Rayclast, undertaking expeditions of their own. When their outposts reached a certain size, the king, in his great wisdom, gifted them an official charter and a name. I was sent to aid in the execution and management of that charter. I serve as the king's hand. I am from Kalgur, on the continent of Middengard. We have reached Rayclast by ship. The journey was quite long and quite... Decisions must be made.
How goes the adventure? Hail. I don't know how it's seen on Rayclast, but smithing is something of a fine art back home. We smiths aren't priests, not by a long shot, but we do study the science of runes and the philosophies of meaning. Runes are a complex science and a delicate art. If a smith doesn't understand their nuance, they'll only produce equipment one might call cursed. For that reason, novice runesmiths are rather dangerous. There is an energy in rune light, and power in verisium and other metals. Runes channel those forces, like... If you encounter any verisium, do bring it to me. It is the most effective of all runesmithing metals. It doesn't occur naturally in the ground. It has been an honor. Hail.
Oh, good. More work. Aye. A name and a charter might have been stamped on it from afar, but this is our home. When we first arrived on Rayclast, we picked this spot out as a good place to stash some supplies. And now it's going to be a city. If I had it my way. We're still on our grand quest, as Danig would put it. This is just base camp. Of course, the longer I'm here drinking a good beer and relaxing in a bit.
What can I do for you? Oh, it's you! When we first arrived, we didn't intend for this to be anything permanent. It was more of a supply dump, so we wouldn't have to keep going back to our ship. That was my idea. In the course of our expeditions, we built it up bit by bit. The Charter for Kingsmarch brings many Kalguran laws to Rayclast, including our guild associations and criminal penalties. There is very little enforcement. Oh, I like to think I'm a kind man. I mean, don't we all? But these taxes, oh...
Good day. That is my name here because I have chosen it. I choose to leave behind that which I was, for it... I'd rather work than stand around gossiping, if that's all right.
Another beer, damn it! Ahoy there! Well, as I understand it, the Kalgurans we see here are not, how to put this delicately, not the finest wines in the cellar. Some of them are part of official guilds. Nothing is truly set in stone. Ah! Oh.
Welcome to Kingsmarch. I'm something of a people person. That's to say, I handle our talent pool. The Meridian Free Traders, my guild, send me here to assist in executing the charter. I connect laborers and specialists. It's not the most auspicious office I've worked in, but it certainly puts me face to... Things operate rather loosely here, but back home almost all official business is done through one or more guilds. For example, you cannot simply open up a shop and start selling goods. All designated locations for shops have a process that must be undertaken. There are a set number, and they're all currently licensed to major merchants. Welcome to Kingsmarch. I'm something of a people person. That's to say, I handle our talent pool. The Meridian Free Traders, my guild, send me here to assist in executing the charter. I connect laborers and specialists.
I'm glad you decided to join us. I hesitate to call you exile, for we are all exiles in this foreign land. As the King's Hand, I serve as treasurer of Kingsmarch. Come to me for all financial and resource management. We have contracted Captain Faustus of the Fair Marilene for ties to the markets of Rayclast. Speak to him next. I am certain we will all be working together very closely. I'm glad you decided to join us. I hesitate to call you exile, for we are all exiles in this foreign
Need to
land.
find more of those damn
As the
exotic
King's
coins for
Hand,
the Harbour
I
Master.
serve as treasurer of Kingsmarch. Come to me for all financial and resource management matters. I'm glad you decided to... You don't appear to employ the power of runes, like we Kalgurans do. I'm very curious how you accomplished. Several of our people were already here in Rayclast, undertaking expeditions of their own. When their outpost reached a certain size, the king, in his great wisdom, gifted them an official charter and a name. I was sent to aid in the execution and management of that charter. I serve as the king. I am from Kalgur, on the continent of Middengard. We have reached Rayclast by ship. The journey was quite long and quite dangerous. A reckoning is coming, have no doubt about that. The king has his eye on Rayclast, and he lays... A reckoning is... I am from Kalgur. I make no secret that I'm a man of two loyalties. I must serve the king's wishes, and I must also serve this charter to the letter of the law. I'm aware that Kingsmarch is a destination for many that would be considered less than upstanding citizens. I choose not to waste resources on a gilded office. It is here, in the tavern, where drink and loose talk best meet. My presence... We have contracted Captain Faustus of the Fair Marilene for ties to the markets of Rayclast. Speak to him.
as these Calgurans say. You've just met your most important ally in this strange new town. I am Faustus, the captain of the fair Maryline. Consider me your access to the wealth of Rayclast. There's not a single market I can't reach. You've got currency, they've got currency. Oh. Hail, as these Calgurans say. You've just met your most important ally in this strange new town. I am Faust. Well, as I understand it, the Calgurans we see here are not, how to put this?
Next, you should familiarize yourself with our recruitment processes. Introduce yourself to Raoulf, hire a recruit, and then return to me to discuss.
Oh, Johann and Danig brought you on. Don't worry, I'll get all the necessary paperwork shortly. I'm Raoulf. The Meridian Free Traders, my guild, send me here to assist in executing the charter. I connect laborers and specialists with those who have available jobs and capital. I've heard you may be making some decisions around here, so we should definitely do business. I've got plenty more eager to sign up. At the edge of the world, where even the king might not hear you. No, too risky. Oh. Who would you like to hire? Ah. It's a cornucopia of talent. Promising pick.
The last thing we need to discuss is investment. Necessary infrastructure will require substantial resources. The last thing we need to discuss... Hail!
March with us in King's March. Oh, no.
Hail! The last thing we need to discuss is investment. Necessary infrastructure. The last thing we need to discuss. Return soon.